So in the last video we posted on the channel, I shared the story of how I broke free from the shackles of low self-esteem and then shared the practical tips that helped me break free completely. And I see from the engagement of the video that it resonated with a lot of you. I saw all of your beautiful comments, some that made me laugh so hard. Especially when I told the story of the guy who did that funny thing that he did. A lot of you were in my DMs. Those of you who had my numbers reached out, and it was really, really funny. And so I thought it best to do a follow-up video and share with you guys 10 silent self-esteem killers that you need to start paying attention to so that it stops jeopardizing your chances of building your self-esteem. Like I said in that first video, self-esteem is a prerequisite for having a very quality life. And if your self-esteem is short by even just at one level, then it would literally shortchange your entire existence. And you don't want that for yourself. You want your self-esteem to always be on 10-10 at all times. And so the silent killers I'm going to be sharing with you today is just to bring some level of awareness, because sometimes some people don't even know that these things are actually the things that hamper the growth of their self-esteem. So we're going to be bringing awareness to them, reflecting on them in our lives, seeing where we need to fix, what we need to fix and what we need to work on so that our self-esteem can be 10-10 at all times. But before we go into the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now would be a very good time for you to join the family, especially if leveling up and living the very best version of your life is of importance to you. On this channel, we do all things, or we talk all things leveling up. If living life at maximum level, living life at your truest potential is important, then the topics that we discuss here would literally help you tap into your potential and nurse it, develop it, and then make you a master of life if you stick with us long enough. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the bell just right beside it so you can get instantly notified whenever we upload a new video, okay? And then we have a couple of digital resources that can also help you on your level up journey. We have resources that can help you master effective communication. If you want to learn how to speak effectively, eloquently, and elegantly, communicate your ideas and your thoughts in the most eloquent manner, then you should definitely get access to this course. And then we also have a digital resource called the Mindset Reset for anyone who is looking to break free from the shackles of limiting beliefs. Sometimes what's holding you back, it's not that you don't have the right connection or the right money or the right opportunities. It's something blocking your mind from seeing the possibilities of life, and you need to break free from that mental shackle. So get access to that digital resource and break yourself free from any limiting belief that may be holding you back. We also have the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar replay for anyone who wants to gain more access and gain more clarity on their purpose on earth, and then of course craft a powerful vision for their lives, and then ensure that their everyday actions is aligned or are aligned with their purpose and the vision that they've crafted for their lives. I highly recommend that you access the webinar. We spent 7 hours dissecting it, and hundreds of people joined that webinar and literally got a lot of insight from it, and I highly recommend it to you as well. Then we have the masterclass with Winnie 1.0 replay videos. It's up, it's available. I think there's a promo currently going on throughout the month of October in celebration of Nigerians' independence. You can get access to, I think you can get a 20 or 30% discount on all of our resources. So take advantage of it. Check the link in the description box down below and get more information about these things I have just shared and how you can access them, and then begin your level up journey today. And then of course we have the Excellence Elite membership group, which I like to consider my inner circle. Is a group that we created for people who are ready to actually do the intentional work to level up their lives. There's a lot of value add for members of the Excellence Elite group. Again, there's going to be a link in the description box down below. You can check it out and check out all of the values that we offer there, and then join us, because we definitely would like you to be a part of us. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Now let's get right back into the video to talk about the 10 silent killers that are jeopardizing and hampering your self-esteem and how you can just get them out of the way. Okay, so the very first low self-esteem silent killer that I have put down here on my list is a very common one, but a lot of people do it. And if you don't bring some awareness to it, you find that subconsciously you continue to do this and it hampers with your personal esteem. And it's simply constant comparison. I call it the thief of joy. You see, comparison is the thief of joy for real, for real. Let me paint a scenario. You are on your lane, doing so well, doing so good. You are excited about the progress that you're making. Maybe you have made a 5% progress out of 100%. You've made 5% with where you are at, and you are excited. You're like, oh, I'm making so much progress. Then along the course of your journey, someone comes or you come across somebody who has made maybe 8% progress, or maybe a significant amount of more progress than you have made. Immediately you lose your joy, you lose your excitement, you lose your peace, because this person who has now come seems to be doing better than you, or seems to have gone ahead of you, because you guys may be playing in the same field, or maybe not even playing in the same field. And then you start to compare yourself, you start to compare your goals, you start to compare your results with this person's results, forgetting one thing, that no two people are running the same race. You are not running a race against anybody. You are running a race with yourself, by yourself, with your purpose and your vision. You both did not come from the same place. You didn't have the same background. You don't have the same opportunities. You don't have the same experiences. So why on earth do you want to constantly compare yourself with another human being when you are not running the same race? This happens so well, especially with now the invention of social media, where you are scrolling and you're seeing everybody's highlight reel. Everybody seems to be doing well, but you are there in your very dark room, maybe with your sad self, and you're like, everybody's happy and the only one sad, and it's easy for you to throw yourself a pity party. That weighs down on your confidence, and it can even shatter you, because now you don't want to get up and do anything because you're wondering what's the point, simply because you are comparing yourself with somebody else. And you see how not getting up to take action and continue on your own journey to make the progress that helps you build your confidence hampers with your self-esteem. And then by not now doing that work, your self-esteem is not growing, because self-esteem feeds off of action that now boosts your confidence, which now makes you have a high self-esteem. So comparison is indeed the thief of joy, and there's really no need for it. If you have a friend who is constantly winning, things are happening for her, don't compare yourself with your friend. Maybe draw inspiration from that friend, but never compare yourself. I put here that comparison convinces you that you are behind or that you're not enough. Even when you're doing well, you've made 5% progress. Just because that person has made 8 doesn't mean that you're not doing well. It shifts your focus from your growth to their highlight reel, to their own results, and then your confidence begins to crumble just because you are not where they are. But you don't know where they started from. You don't know what they had. So instead of comparing yourself with someone else, what I would advise you to do instead is practice personal benchmarking. Compare yourself to your past self, and not to somebody else. Compare yourself to the past version of yourself, the you yesterday. You gained new knowledge that has put you forward in life today. Compare yourself with that person. Oh, yesterday I didn't know this. Today I now know. So because I now know, I'm going to start using what I know to do better and advance my own life. Ask yourself, am I growing? Am I getting better? Not, am I getting better than them? Am I getting better for myself? Not, am I getting better than them? Where I was yesterday, am I still the same person? Am I still that same person 2 days ago? If you have made progress from your past, clap for yourself and stop comparing yourself to other people. And if you find that comparison is something you can't help, which I don't think you should not be able to help, you should actually be able to help yourself and stop comparing. But if you find that it's something you can't help yourself but do, limit access to the things that trigger you to compare. Limit exposure to those things. Stop scrolling on social media. If you have that friend who constantly brags and brags and brags and doesn't care about you, maybe cut them off if they are no good for you. But I think that the quicker you learn to stop comparing yourself with other people and embrace your unique journey, the better life is going to be for you, and the quicker you're going to be able to build your self-esteem. The second silent killer of self-esteem is what I like to call negative self-talk, the inner critic. That inner self that tells you you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not smart enough, you're going to fail if you try this. What if you fail? Nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody's going to buy your products. Why do you want to go and dance on social media? Why do you want to show yourself on social media? You sound very cringy. That negative thing that it's loud in everybody's ears. I tell you, even the best of us. And then it destroys self-esteem because your mind constantly believes what you repeatedly tell it. And you are a product of your thoughts and of your mind. So what you repeatedly tell your mind or believe about yourself forms up your belief system, and your physical reality is a direct product of your belief system. And that's actually one of the reasons why we created that digital resource called the Mindset Resets, because a lot of us have garnered and gotten limiting beliefs from different life experiences, different things that happened to us from our childhood traumas, and we've taken on those beliefs as true, and those beliefs are holding us back, hampering with our confidence, dealing with us in terrible ways. And it's important that you're confronting those beliefs head on and breaking free from them so you can see clearly. I advise, again, the link to that digital resource is going to be in the description box down below. Get access to it. But whatever you continue to feed your mind, you actually start to believe. And then before long, that negative self-talk rewires your whole identity and makes low self-esteem your default setting. Because if you continue to tell yourself all the negative things and you continue to believe all the negative things about yourself, it's just a matter of time. You will start to act out those things that you believe, those disempowering thoughts that do not allow you to fulfill life at maximum capacity or on a high level. So you need to stop the negative self-talk. And what do you do instead? You need to interrupt the bad pattern. What I do to hamper negative self-talk is, the minute it comes to my mind, because like I said, it comes to everybody's mind, it comes to the best of us, I counter it by speaking out words that are against it. So if a negative self-talk comes to me like, okay, you're not going to be able to make that money you need to pay for whatever, I'll be like, no, I am wealthy and I'm rich and I have the ability to create wealth. The opportunities to make the money that I need are coming to me from all over. I'm countering that thought immediately with my words. If you don't want to speak it out, because I believe speaking out is the best way to counter it. You can counter it in your mind by, first of all, catching the thoughts. No, I'm not going to linger on you. I'm not going to think about you. You are a negative self-talk, and then you rechange that talk in your mind into a positive one. Something is telling you you're not a success. Reframe it and say, I am an excellent success by the Spirit of God, or whatever your confessions would want to be. So it's important that you are interrupting the flow of that negative self-talk and reframing whatever it's telling you into what you would rather have it be. And if you don't catch it before long, like I said, it penetrates into your subconscious, into your unconscious, and before long it becomes your conscious reality, and that you start experiencing it in your physical reality. So pay attention to the negative self-talk, because it's definitely one of the silent killers that obstructs your self-esteem. The third silent killer is perfectionism, the need to be perfect, the illusion that you are never enough, or what you need is never enough. You just want everything to be a certain way. 10-10, before you make the move, before you start, before you open your mouth to speak, before you pitch that idea. You want to be polished 100%. Everything just has to be aligned. But perfectionism comes from a place of, is deep chronic procrastination, because it's the excuse that some procrastinators use to hold themselves back. It's also a problem of people who are dealing with imposter syndrome. When you just want everything to be perfect, everything just has to be well aligned, the standards you set for yourself are incredibly high, even when you know that your capacity is not yet where you actually want, where your standards are placed. And how does this affect your self-esteem? Perfectionism keeps you in a cycle of shame and disappointment. No matter how much you achieve, it never feels like you've done enough. And for those who want to take the move and take a step, you never feel like you've gotten to the place where you are ready to launch out or move, or you've created this ideology in your head about how life should be. But that's not actually how life should be. It's just something that's messing with your mind, and that hampers your self-esteem so terribly. What you need to do is shift from perfectionism to progress. Consistent progress is better than waiting for everything to be 10-10 and perfect. When I first started my Delicious Food series, for example, on my second channel, if you go to the kitchen and see the Winifred that started the channel, maybe go and check, and the Winifred that's sitting out here with you today, you will see a day and night difference. But I didn't wait to get to this person before I started the YouTube channel, because I knew that from action and from progress, I was going to become an expert. So go check, because action is what builds your competence. When you take action, you build yourself along the way. Instead of waiting for everything to be perfect, you rather aim to ensure that every time you do something, the next time you have to do it, you do it better than the last time you did it. That's what you call consistent progress. So you choose progress over perfectionism. That's actually one way to destroy this silent killer of self-esteem that's hampering with your high self-esteem, okay? The next one, this one, a lot of people are victim of, and sometimes we think it's just the humble thing to do. Simply seeking validation. You want to be approved by mere mortals when you've already been approved by the immortal. The Oganla. We all constantly seek validation from others. We need other people to validate us, to see us. I want to be seen. I don't feel seen. I don't feel heard. You don't have to feel seen or feel heard to be somebody who is worthy. If they don't see you, it's not a factor of your competence or the quality of your life. It's a factor of their low vision or their poor vision. They are not just seeing. Do you understand? So why do you want to hinge the whole quality of your existence on somebody seeing you or not seeing you? If they are not seeing you, why does that bother you? When you are waiting for someone to validate you, it means that you have put the person as Lord over your own life. That's what it means. You tell the person that what they say actually matters over what you think or what you say about yourself. Don't get me wrong. It's important to seek advice and counsel from people, but don't let what people say, or don't wait for what people say before you can actually make a move, or don't wait for their approval before you can make a move about your life. Whether it's in form of get likes on social media or getting compliments or external praise. Some people, the minute that their partner, maybe it's your boyfriend, or if it's your girlfriend that doesn't compliment you after you've taken the time to look put together, then it starts to hurt your feelings. Why? Maybe you post a picture and only 5 people like it, and then you are hurt. Why? Why are you hurt? By strangers not liking or viewing your post or your picture. Is the quality of your life dependent on the like from them? Does the like from them add to your life? Does it add anything to your life? Does it add any value? Does it increase your breath? Does it increase your competence? Does it increase the money in your bank accounts? I just want to understand why other people's likes and compliments and words of affirmation mean so much to us. I learned something from a book called The 4 Agreements. I can't remember what that law was, but it was just, if I was going to rephrase it in my own words, is don't take people's compliments seriously. Don't take their words too seriously over your life. Like, don't take it too seriously. When they are complimenting you, don't take it seriously. When they are down shaming you, don't even take it seriously. Like, both ways. Don't take people's words or opinions over your life seriously. The only people's opinions that should matter, I always say, the opinion of God, the opinion of your inner self, your true self, and the opinion of the people who you know truly and honestly care about you. So stop seeking validation, okay? Instead of seeking validation, what you need to do is build internal validation. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge yourself. You're worthy. You're worthy. Regardless of whether anybody sees it or not. You have wins, you have accomplishments, you have success. Acknowledge yourself. If nobody is seeing it, it doesn't matter. You see it, you know how you're going. Acknowledge yourself and stop waiting for someone else to acknowledge you. And then, of course, I do something like about keeping a self-worth journal. It's about writing out things about yourself that you are proud of, the things that you like, the things you've accomplished, the things that make you feel proud of your existence. Write them out and fix your eyes on those things instead of constantly seeking validation from other people, okay? This next one, people pleasing, the silent confidence drainer, saying yes when you know you want to say no, but you just want to please this person. How this hampers your self-esteem is that it reinforces the belief that their needs matter more than your needs. You reinforce this belief that they are more important than you, That's why you will say yes to somebody when you're supposed to be saying no. I mean, I'm not saying say no because you want to be selfish, but if you truly know that saying yes to somebody is going to be at your detriment, why do you say yes to them and then sacrifice your whole self and your whole existence and then deprive yourself of the opportunity to be with yourself? And then at the end of the day, most of the times you never even get rewarded, or you never even get a word of thanks or gratitude for expending yourself for somebody else at your detriment. So saying yes when you say no is hiding your truth or molding yourself just to be liked by somebody else. Again, remember, we are not here to seek validation. We are not here to make other people like us. We are here to fulfill purpose. And if purpose tells you, this thing that this person is calling you to do is not aligned with your vision or with your purpose, then I'm not interested in it. And this leads me to the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar replay video. I believe that everybody on the face of this earth who is particular and passionate about learning about purpose should actually get access to and listen to. It was 7 hours of intense teaching about purpose and about crafting a powerful vision for your life and ensuring that your actionable steps every day are aligned with your purpose and vision. When you listen to that webinar replay video, when somebody is telling you something that is not aligned, you will know how to boldly say no, because now you are loyal first to your purpose and to your vision. But if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know your vision, if you've not crafted a powerful vision for your life or crafted a roadmap for your life, how are you going to be able to say no to somebody when you know you truly need to say no? How are you going to be able to say no? So it's important that you are well aligned in your own purpose so that somebody coming along the way and telling you to do something you know you don't want to do, you can boldly just tell them to their face, no, this doesn't align with my purpose. Stop the people pleasing. Set boundaries. That's what you must do instead. Set very healthy boundaries. And it's very important because if you don't set boundaries, people will walk all over you. And you don't want that. This is not your license to go and become rude or mean or malicious or selfish. No. Healthy boundaries are to protect you, because most times when you don't set those boundaries, people can come in and walk all over you. Imagine a mansion that doesn't have fences or gates to protect it. Just imagine how any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just come in and gain access. You don't want people gaining access into your life just like that when they haven't proven their worth. So stop the people pleasing, okay? The next one is over apologizing. I said that this habit shrinks your worth in a terrible way. You apologize for everything, even things that aren't your faults or things that don't require an apology. I'm sorry. The one that really gets me so bad is when people want to make a comment and then they start by saying, sorry, I'm about to say this, but maybe because they feel like their comment is going to come across as offensive, so they start with an apology. Why? Why not own your comment with your full chest? I don't like the word sorry. I hate the word sorry. People around me know, because I believe that if you keep telling me sorry and sorry all over again, at some point, the word sorry stops meaning anything to me, because my belief is, if you know the right thing to do first, why didn't you do it? Why do you have to make a mess, then come and tell me sorry? So people use that word casually because they feel, I will just tell her sorry and she'll be fine. No, I won't be fine just because you say the word sorry. I digress. So over apologizing, some people just say sorry unnecessarily. Maybe they want to make somebody feel better, and because they are trying to please somebody, and then somebody is throwing a tantrum, they just say sorry. Like, stop over apologizing, because when you continue to over apologize like that, you are training your brain to believe that you are always in the wrong, and that your presence is an inconvenience to somebody else or to other people. This subtly reinforces the belief that you are less than them, that you are not up to them, because you constantly say sorry. Only say sorry when you mean it. Only say sorry when you actually mean it. Not because it's a convenient strategy to escape from a situation or make somebody else feel better, or to just avoid a situation. Only say sorry when you mean it. And when I say when you mean it, you've analyzed the situation and you know that what you did was actually wrong and it deserves an apology, or the other person deserves an apology. That's the only time you should say sorry. But never say sorry for having an opinion. Never say sorry for having an ideology. Never say sorry for trying to please somebody to like you. No, you're hurting your self-esteem. And again, like I always say, people mirror you. They see how you treat yourself and they treat you that way. So if you're the timid person who is always sorry everywhere you go, your sorry begins to lose value and lose the essence of the sorry. Does that make sense? So what you do instead is save your apologies for when you truly necessarily need to say sorry. And sometimes people say sorry when they should be saying thank you. People say sorry when they should be saying excuse me. Maybe you want to pass somewhere. Somebody's blocking your way. You say, oh, sorry, can I pass? No. Excuse me, can I pass? Don't apologize for wanting to go through a pathway that's meant for the public. Not sorry, can I pass? Don't apologize for wanting to pass. Excuse me. Let them get out of the way for you to pass. Okay. The next self-esteem silent killer that you need to pay attention to is ignoring your needs. And I call it self-abandonment in disguise. When you put everybody's needs above your needs, you have a clear vision, you have a clear goal, you have a clear pathway you want to go. Then somebody comes and tells you, oh, I need you to do this for me. And you know, again, it's going to be at your detriment, and you put them ahead of you. You are staying loyal to them over yourself, and that is not okay. This is you again telling yourself or reinforcing the belief that they are more important and they matter more than you do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't be there for people, but don't be there for people at the detriment of your own vision, at the detriment of your own purpose, at the detriment of your own goal. Unless you willingly and intentionally want to be there for them. You being there for them means that you are helping them win at their own purpose and do their own life at your own detriment. So if what you're doing does not foster or advance your own cause or purpose, then you are telling yourself that they are more important than you, and that definitely shatters and hampers with your self-esteem, because now you're not able to build up or do the things that actually help you build up the confidence in yourself, which is actually doing the things that builds up your life. So it's important that you're not ignoring your needs to stay loyal to somebody else. What do you do instead? Practice self-respect by meeting your needs first, and then even if it's in small ways, and then lend a helping hand to those who you know actually deserve your help. Not everybody needs your help. I found myself being burnt by being overly present and available for people who didn't even value my presence, who didn't value my worth. It didn't happen once, not twice, not 3 times. And I started to realize that my energy is actually my life's currency. And I needed to protect it with all of my life, because I was sharing it everywhere to people who didn't value me in any way. So it's important that you are not sabotaging your own personal needs and your own personal life just to make somebody else feel better about themselves, okay? The next one is living in the past. Living in the past is a silent killer for your self-esteem. You continue to hold on to your past issues, your past traumas, your past negative experiences that hurt you. Yes, your mother left you. I mean, this is not to say I'm not sensitive in any way, but if that happened 10 years ago, can you pick up the pieces of your life and move forward with your life? You are here. You are now the one on the playing field. You are now the one on the field. How about you pick the ball and play? Stop wondering what your mother or your father didn't keep for you in the past, or didn't keep for you in their will, or what they didn't do for you, or what lesson they didn't teach you. They didn't teach you the lesson. Would you continue to hold on to that? Why not go and learn the lesson for yourself? Why not reparent yourself? They didn't teach you about money. Why not go learn about money? They didn't teach you about networking. Why not go learn it? Why are you holding on to what that boy did to you in the past? Why are you holding on to what the girl did to you? If they did this stuff to you that you didn't like, why not pick up the pieces, recover yourself, and keep things moving? That's what life is about, because if you continue to stay in the past like that, you should change your own self, and you don't take the actions that you need to build the confidence that you need to build to develop a high self-esteem. So stop staying in the past. Forge ahead. Life is moving. We're not going to wait for you. We're moving. The 9th silent killer that hampers your self-esteem greatly is avoiding challenges. I've said it so many times. Avoiding the hard work, avoiding obstacles and challenges that come in your way means you are shortchanging yourself from actually building capacity, building grit and strength, because challenges is what toughens you up in the playing field of life. Challenges come to take you to the next level of your life. See challenge as, when you're doing a puzzle or when you're playing a game. Look at Candy Crush, for example. Candy Crush has many levels, and the higher you go in your level, the more challenging and difficult it gets. You will spend so much time on Candy Crush. In fact, you will even spend money and buy coins just to pass that challenge or that level when you cannot do it on your own. You will do that with Candy Crush. But then when you see the first challenge in your life, you avoid it like a mistake. You jump over it. In fact, you can't even jump over a challenge, because to jump over something means you are going to the next level. And if you don't deal with that challenge, you can't move to the next level. So when you see a challenge, look at it as, okay, this one has come here to test me. It's like an exam, a real life test, not the one you write on paper. This one is real life. Okay, this block has come, this challenge has come, this obstacle has come in my way. The next question you ask yourself is, how do I fix it? Not, oh my God, this has come to destroy me. No. Immediately reframe your brain to start thinking, how do I fix it? And the minute you start to ask your brain the question, how to fix it, it opens up opportunities. Answers starts to come to you from left and right, because now you have opened up your brain. You don't have a closed mindset anymore. You have an open mindset towards receiving answers that can help you fix the challenge. And I always say, in every challenge lies the solution. So you need to look at things critically. Don't run away from it. Face it head on. The challenge is not tougher than you. You are way tougher than it. And it destroys your self-esteem, because avoidance confirms belief that you are not capable. But you have all of the capabilities in the earth. Remember, God blessed you with resources. You have skills, talents, abilities. Now you have to, of course, work on developing, so that whenever you're meeting a challenge, you have many ways to tackle and face the challenge head on and come out on the other side victorious. So you need to fix the challenge problem and stop running away from challenges when you encounter one. And then finally, the last one on my list is neglecting your growth. Guys, I've said this so many times. It's impossible to play when you are not growing or developing yourself. But I believe that if you're actually watching this video, it must mean that you are here to grow and learn. High self-esteem does not thrive in stagnation. You can't be stagnant with your growth and your development and expect that you're going to be a confident person. You see, truly confident people, let me tell you why they are confident. Because time and time and time again, they continue to produce results. Even with the little that they know, they go and know and they learn, put that little to work. It produces results for them. It shoots up confidence in them. They want to learn again. Take that little they know, go and put it to work. It produces results. It shoots confidence in them. They're like, okay, all I need to do is just learn and know and apply. So you can't stay stagnant. You can't say no to that course. You can't say no to mentorship. You can't say no to somebody giving you valuable knowledge and information. You will not register to attend the conference. You will not register to attend that masterclass. You are waiting. You're waiting for free education, not knowing that free education comes to you in bits. And if you're not smart enough, you won't be able to piece everything together to actually make something meaningful out of it. So stop running away from growth. Grow yourself, not even in the area of just getting knowledge. Grow your emotional intelligence. Grow your confidence. Grow yourself. Grow your authenticity. Grow your value. Strive for growth and development in every area of your life. Because I tell you, the more you grow, the more confident you become, and then the higher your self-esteem. So you need to ensure that at every point in your life, you are looking back and asking, have I grown more than this person that I was yesterday or even 1 hour ago? Am I better? Am I wiser? Am I more intelligent? Do I know better? If you're asking yourself that question and you find that you're not growing, then it means that there's something wrong, and that's going to definitely hamper with your self-esteem. So what you need to do, commit to lifelong learning. Read, take courses, attend the classes, challenge yourself to be better and wiser than you were a day or 2 or 3 or 1 month ago. It's important that on your journey, you are growing. And then as you grow, celebrate your wins, celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate the movement, celebrate the things that are happening to you along the way, and be excited about this growth and this new knowledge that you are experiencing. And one thing I always say, the more you learn, please put to work immediately what you're learning. It's useless if you go for knowledge and you don't apply it. You are in the same WhatsApp group as that person who did not go for knowledge at all. So be wise. So that's pretty much all that I have for you for today's video. I thought that it was nice to follow up last week's video with this one, so that we are building this confidence and building our self-esteem on a high level. And I hope that these points I've shared with you today will allow you open up your eyes to see places where you need to make adjustments and just reflect and improve upon, so that you are getting this self-esteem to a level where it's 10-10, where nobody can shake your confidence or make you feel less than who you know God has destined for you to be. If there is any point you think I missed, let's continue the conversation in the comment section down below, because we're all here to learn and grow together. I'll see you next time with another episode. Until then, remember to stay very, very excellent. Take care.